I'm here in studio. Great pleasure. I've got former Chicago Bull, former NBA All-Star, Bob Butterbean Love. Bob, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a great pleasure to be here. And I bring everyone greetings from the 6-time world champions.
There you go. I want to do a quick recap, a synopsis of Bob's career here. Mm-hmm. And Bob, feel free to interject. You're born in Louisiana.
Yeah, Bastrop,
Louisiana. One of 13 brothers and sisters.
14
brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Now, was there a mom and dad in the picture, or?
Well, actually, I was raised by my grandparents.
Okay.
By my grandparents. I never saw my father. I saw my father. Take that back. I saw my father for the first time when I was 35 years old.
Wow.
For the first time, and I showed him a lot of love, and I understood the absence.
Right.
I didn't even question that because in life, all of us are gonna have to walk down a long road, So we never know. Probably never know. We'll never know about the stumbling blocks are the road barriers on those roads. So you never prejudge anyone.
Now, did he follow your career? He obviously knew you played in the NBA.
Yeah, I talked to him about that. He said, Bob, I would listen to you on radio, and I would look at the games on TV sometime. He said, but it was such a long time since I had seen you. He said, I was afraid. I was always afraid to come up to you, to write you, or to call you because I didn't know how you were going to react and stuff. I told him, I said, Dad, I have no hard feelings. I have no hard feelings about you and stuff. Towards you, I always wanted to see you. I said, if you had to call me, all I would have did was show you some love.
Right, that's fantastic, and that's understandable. He may have been hesitant to come up to you, not knowing how you're going to react. Yeah,
absolutely, I can understand that.
Yeah. So you grow up in a poor environment in Louisiana. You get a scholarship to Southern University.
Absolutely. Actually, I was a quarterback in high school, and I actually went to college on a football scholarship.
Is that right?
I was a great basketball player. Won the state championship twice, and also did the same thing in football. I used to hold all of the records for touchdown passes in the state of Louisiana, but back then they kept them separately. It was the white records and the black records.
Sure.
But I was a great quarterback. I was 6'7".
That's what I was going to say. Tall quarterback,
man,
yeah.
6'7", about 185 pounds, and I was like a deer.
And then while you're attending college, you're an All-American, NAIA All-American, 1963.
Yeah.
And then in 65, you're drafted in the 4th round by the defunct now Cincinnati Royals. Yeah. Now, were you cut, released? How did that work out?
Well, in 1965, it was only 9 teams. 9 teams. Today they got close to 40, I believe.
Yeah.
And each of those 9 teams, believe it or not, would draft 1,000 players each. And once you got to camp, you found out that there was only 1 or 2 spots open for those 1,000 players competing. So, or it had to be some guys, it had to be some great players overlooked.
Absolutely.
But it just wasn't any room. So. My first year, I was the last guy cut on the team, and they sent me to the Eastern League. The Eastern League, they didn't have the ABA like they do now. They sent me to the Eastern League, and I was the Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year, led the team in scoring and rebounding.
25 points a game, Rookie of the Year. Yeah,
absolutely. It's a great experience for me. It was a lot better. It was a lot better probably than sitting on the bench there. But I probably would have got some time, but I'd been playing behind a lot of veterans. I would have been playing behind Jerry Lucas, and Jerry Lucas was an All-Pro. He's a Hall of Famer and stuff.
Right.
Great player from Ohio State.
Now, after 1 year in the Eastern Basketball League, you do make the team with Cincinnati.
Yeah, I came back to Cincinnati. But the following year, I made a team in flying colors because I could play both ends of the court. I love to play defense, man.
Right.
And I love to score, and I could run, I could jump. Good job and stuff. We didn't make any money back in those days. My first year, I got a $200 bonus and a $8,000 salary. And let me tell you, I was a happy camper.
I'm sure, right?
Oh boy, that was more money than I ever thought I would see at one time in my life.
Right, and nowadays it's unbelievable.
Oh
yeah.
man, these guys now they walk around $8,000 in their pocket.
Right, throw it away.
Throw it away.
1968, the Milwaukee Bucks draft you in the expansion draft, and then you're traded halfway through the season to the Chicago Bulls, and that was the start of your brilliant career.
Absolutely. In 1968, I was traded. I was traded from Cincinnati in the expansion draft to the Milwaukee Bucks. I led the Bucks in scoring during exhibition season. I averaged in double figures, but 2 days before the NBA season started that year, I got a call from the general manager of the team. He said, "Bob, are we gonna have to cut you, son?" I was shocked. I said, "Cut me?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "You can't talk, and you've never been of use. I've never been of use to the Milwaukee Bucks. You're a stutterer." So, I begged him. I said, "Sir, can you please try to trade me?" He said, "Man, I know I can play in this league." And he said, "Well, Bob, so I'm gonna make a call to the Chicago Bulls. There's a player on that team that I really want and stuff. Maybe they'll take you as a throw-in." So
wow.
But they traded me and Bobby Weiss to the Chicago Bulls for Flynn Robinson. And as it turned out, the Chicago Bulls had wanted another player named Bob Kaufman. He played with Buffalo. He played with the Buffalo Braves during that time. Bob Kaufman was a big guy. He was 6'9", about 270. Big old dude.
Tank, yeah.
Big old dude. But he shot bricks. He shot bricks, and I had the smooth shot, man, and I was quick. And Kaufman got hurt. Got hurt, and Dick Motta threw me in the game. Threw me in the game as a substitute, man, and I just started scoring at will. And after a while, this guy said, "Hey, maybe this dude can play.
Play a little bit, right?
Maybe he can play a little bit." Then he started me a few games, and I was scoring in double figures in 20s, 18s and stuff. I just played great, and I got a break. And that's what life's all about. Life's all about timing, breaks, being in the right place at the right time.
Sure. Well, and that started the Bulls on a 6-year playoff run while you were a member of the Bulls.
Absolutely. I remember for 5 straight years, I think we won over 50 games. It was some great teams. But I had some great teammates.
Right.
And I tell you, and all of us, we stayed together. See, they kept that team together, and all of us, we liked each other. We would go over each other's house. Man, we went out and ate together and stuff. I find that teams that win do that. I look at the Boston Celtics team, man. Those guys are so close.
The chemistry, right?
Chemistry, man. And if you like someone, you're going to pass the ball to them.
Sure.
And that makes great teams.
1970, you make the All-Star team. That starts a string of 3 straight years that you're an NBA All-Star.
Absolutely. I led the team in scoring for seven straight years, and I was in the top 10 in scoring almost every year. I don't know why I didn't make it the rest of those years and stuff. But that's
oh yeah, because your stats are there, obviously,
my
right?
My stats are there. I led the team in scoring, but I didn't make it and stuff, And I was really, really happy to make it during the time I did.
1970, your first full season with the Bulls, 69. You averaged 21 points a game. The following year, 25.2. The next year, 25.8, 23.1, 21.8, 22 points a game, 19.1. You were the Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan came along.
Absolutely. My last year, I got hurt there. I went up for a dunk shot, and a guy ran under my leg, and I fell on my back, and I got hurt really, really bad and stuff. And the doctors that kept telling me it was my knees, and I kept getting cortisone shots in my knees, and I had no idea. I had a slip disc.
Mm.
So
yeah,